Hey guys, welcome to another Wildlife Overdose podcast. Today we're going to talk a little bit about a topic that gets a little heated at times. We're going to talk about trail cameras. Cell cameras is our main source of scouting and everything here at the Wildlife Overdose team. We use our Reveal cell cameras year round, and in my opinion, they don't make it much easier to kill the deer because you still got to get out there and put the work in, put the food plots in, the mineral, and set up the stands and everything to make it work. But there's a lot more that goes into putting a cell camera up than just throwing it up in some spot and hoping to catch pictures, you know.
Yeah, that's why. I mean, I used to run the cameras where you had to go out and check your SD cards and different things. There's advantages to that, and advantages and disadvantages of cell cameras, in my opinion. I do like the we've been running Tactacam, Reveal by Tactacam cell cams now for quite a while, and good pictures, good video. I've not had any issues with them or anything like that. I know I've heard people having issues with them and different reasons, but one thing about with us, it means a lot to me on any product, is customer service, and that's one thing with Tactacam and Reveal that we've had very good luck with. We call them and they take care of the problem or walk us through it, and just so many different things. But getting into the cell camera and the cameras like that, use them, there is a lot of controversy, and some states won't even let you use them.
Yeah.
But does it make it easier to kill that deer or kill that turkey or things like that? I guess if you sit there and went through your photos and you timed that deer and tracked him with cell cameras and everything else, it would make it somewhat easier to be able to pattern that. The way I use it and things is I'm getting inventory of what's coming in there,
Yeah.
and what time of the days that they're coming in there, and it helps me decide if I'm going to hunt that area or not. And then the turkey population and things like that, it gets to see how many turkeys are coming in there,
and do a predator inventory and everything to see if you need to do more predator control. And but as far as making it easier to kill the animal, I mean, it would have to be taking a picture right behind where you were or right behind your house in order to get out there, and then you still have to get in there undetected. You have to get in there and the animal not smell you.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, it doesn't make it where you can, oh, there's one there, I'm going to run and shoot it real quick.
No, absolutely not.
There's no way that can hardly happen.
I thought we was going at, if you want to pattern that deer.
Yeah, you can pattern it,
and
like
you
know.
And you can do that without cell cams. I mean, whether you go out there and set or just run regular cameras or different things like that. But, when we started into the camera world, putting it in on our food plots and mineral, we did notice that we used to drive our side-by-side or the truck, and we'd take the dog with us, the kids run around out in the food plot, and we'd go in there multiple times and all throughout the year. And then when we leave, usually within an hour, they're coming in there to see what they're kind of curious or wanting to know what we put out, what we done, and different things like that. And so we started doing that, and if you go in there once a year, and start putting out your 1st September type deal with the mineral and things, that they're going to be a little leery coming in there. Your smell and the noise and all that. But if you go out throughout the whole year and driving right in there, that they get used to that noise, and then they coming in there. But I really enjoyed, seeing the pictures, especially like right now, they're growing their antlers. Turkeys are having young ones, and different deers having young ones. I like seeing those.
A few weeks out from our phone starting to drop.
Yep, and I have seen pictures of people, fawns have already started dropping and stuff. I like seeing those types of deals, and then your buck's growing and things like that. So there is advantages of them, and like anything else, on your conservation, on your own places and things like that. If you don't like them, or if you don't like crossbows, or you don't like bows or whatever, just don't use them. But if they're legal, there again, you can use what you want to help. We use them. We sell them in our store for security purposes, even on driveways and job sites and different things like that. So, and the pictures go into your phone. You're able to turn them to video. Get an HD picture, and different things like that. And you know, you get on the internet and you see so much controversy over this camera brand or this camera brand, and I've had problems, and folks, it's just they're mechanical, they're man-made items, they're electronics, and they will have some failure. But the company that will stand behind them and help you work through it and talk to you, and you can talk to a human, is my biggest deal.
Yeah.
Every product is going to have some type of glitches, or whether it be a car or a tractor or cameras. I mean, you're going to have problems.
And I've had problems with mine, and we called, and they walk you through step by step and how to fix it. And there was one, and it just when you activate it, there's a code in there that takes a picture of, and it helps you set it up. I had one that just wouldn't take a picture, and we called, and in minutes they had it set up and were operating, and it's really, I mean, it's really an affordable. With gas prices nowadays, we're looking at like $13 for the first camera, $12 for each camera after that. My hunting land is 45 minutes from here. I can't drive down there once a month and change SD cards out and stuff for that price, you know.
The only thing that I have changed with them, and batteries are expensive, and if you're in a different area and you get a lot of animals coming in, or the cold or different weather stuff, I've noticed that if you don't buy good quality AA batteries, they're going to drain pretty fast. And so I've done the solar. The solar is great.
But it only works if you're on like a food plot or a field edge.
Things like that. So I ended up going to 12 volt. You get a cord and you get a battery, and some of them are lasting 6-8 months, even a year, I've heard on some cameras.
Yep.
And I really enjoy them. But I think this year, during the winter, I think I'm going to maybe insulate my box where my battery is, to kind of keep the cold out of there, and that's because cold will get your batteries no matter what.
That's what I was thinking. Get like an ammo can and insulate it. But
insulate that, spray foam, something.
Those 12 volt batteries, I put one out August last year, and I just changed it out. It just went dead on me this month, and that camera has taken over 20,000 pictures and sent me 20,000 pictures. So you can't beat it.
One thing we've used the XB Pros, we've used the 2.0s and different models, and the quality of picture and the distance, about 80, 90 foot.
Yep.
I can't really tell the difference. Now the XB does have the screen on it, but if you're old like me and you're gonna have glasses, I usually don't use that screen. It is nice to have it to where you can see the direction and what you're seeing in that camera. For Ronnie, I think he uses it for trapping. He puts the cell cam on his traps.
But I mean, it's simple. You click on your app once you've downloaded it. You can set everything up. I don't even use my screen on my own. I just hit the test button, and it sends the test picture, and I'm looking, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's what I want, you know. And you can flip through and see all your pictures and everything as they come up.
I do recommend, you need a good SD card. You need to go by what they're telling you in the package.
If you don't go by the 3U, if you use the 1U on it does not send the pictures like it's supposed to.
And it's going to drain. It's going to fill your SD cards up, and then wear and tear on your battery and stuff. But I've noticed that if it doesn't capture a photo or sends it to your phone, that you will get pictures on your SD card at least.
Yeah.
We've had really good luck with signal in our area here in Missouri. We've got a lot of places cell phones won't work at all, and I've literally set these things up in places I have zero cell service and still get.
And what's awesome about it is they give you two carrier options. They give you ATT and they give you Verizon, so you can put the Verizon SIMs card in there, take it to where you're going, see if it has signal. If it doesn't, you can switch it out and put the other SIMs card, and
that actually doesn't matter what carrier
your phone is. No,
it's going to an app now, and so that's a game changer, that you're not stuck with a certain cell carrier that it doesn't. I've got US Cellular, and my Verizon card is in my cameras, and they're sending them to my phone, no problems. And they have the check-in photos every now and then.
Yeah.
One thing I have noticed on the battery, if you go to individual camera, the battery level, versus going to the last picture you got of that area and zoom in and see your battery level, they are different. The one, if you if you click on your picture and you zoom in on your battery level, that is the true one.
Yeah.
But
I mean, they tell the temperature, they tell the time and date and everything, and the app itself is just so easy to use and look through, and you can name every camera so you know exactly which camera it is.
Yep.
You can set up galleries in there to set up or save pictures that you want to where you can find them quick, because we're all sitting there showing buddies, so you can set it up. I've got one that's just titled Big Six. I've got a Big Six pointer that's been running around on the property for 4 years now, and I can show the progression of what he's done, and it's
and that's awesome another setup. Cool little thing, just a game type deal, is they have the shooter pass. You can put your deer on there, turkey on there, and it goes out to other users and stuff, and they vote and say whether to shoot or pass or what they would do. But one thing I really do like is the GPS on these cameras. Ronnie, he had a camera. He was missing a camera, and he didn't know where he put it and couldn't remember. And he pulled it up, and he actually went into a shop in the bottom drawer of his toolbox and found it in there.
Yep. You can pull it up and it shows you a pinpoint, and you can follow to where it is.
That's it. So that's good on theft and things like that. If they ever turn that camera back on or whatever, then you're gonna know where that camera's at. But all around, great for the price. I've been more than satisfied with Reveals. I've used other cameras in the past that wasn't cell cameras, like Muddy and different things like that, and they work just great. But as far as the cell cams, Reveal is probably the best one, and with the least issues and good photos. But their customer service is top notch, and if you do have problems, they're going to help you. And if you have any questions or any problems, you can get a hold of one of the guys on the team here, or go to the .com and message us or whatever, and we'll get you in contact, or we'll get you the help with any problems or issues, or answer any questions we can.
And if we can't, and we can get customer service, but if it's something simple and you're just wanting to kind of walk yourself through it, Tactacam even has their YouTube channel with how-to videos that you can go through, and it'll walk you step by step on how to do everything.
A couple of cameras, like you said, on the QR code, trying to take a picture of it. I've had a couple that they wasn't in their system. I was out in the woods. I actually got on the phone, and within 5 minutes, she had it activated and it was ready to hang on the tree. So it was a good deal. That just phenomenal. Great people. They hunt, they fish, and do all that kind of stuff. So they understand, the questions, and it's not like you're going to a parts store and the guy behind the counter has never worked on a vehicle, doesn't know what it is. These people know their stuff. They're actually hunters, and they use these products, and they've been through all these the issues and different things like that, and they've ran into different things, and more than willing to help you.
Absolutely. I just love the ability to share it and look at everything. Like me, I've got it on my work computer, I've got it on my phone, and I've got it on the tablet. The boys sit there and flip through it through the tablet. And even if my parents wanted to log in and just look at something, since me and Dad hunt the same land, they can look at it with me and enjoy it. And we can talk about, okay, well, this is one we're going to shoot, or this one we're not going to shoot. And
even if you got your camera set up in the right spot, it even captures the moments. If you shooting the deer or turkey, or walking out of, with the animal, and different things like that.
Just neat stuff that just
you can
goes
use
along
for
with
memories. You caught some bear. I've caught one bear on camera here in Missouri, but you've had some bear activity, and we've caught bobcats and coyotes and different things, coons and deer and coons fighting, just different things like that, and pretty neat stuff. You can put it on a scrape,
That's one of my favorite things.
Absolutely.
Is I put it on a scrape, and I thought I had that buck patterned and figured out, and come to find out I was way wrong. This deer was circling and looping all the way around the scrape and coming in on the opposite side. So I thought he was bedding to the west, and he was actually bedding to the east. And I mean, you can pattern them a little bit, but you can't pinpoint them perfectly.
On a 2 acre, just that scenario on a 2 acre food plot, I've actually put one camera facing one way and another camera facing another way.
And you're catching stuff that one's missing.
Yeah, because I have literally been in the blind and seen these deer in my food plot, and they was just out of the camera range or off to the side, but my camera never caught them. But I visually seen them there, and so it's sometimes it is good to have two different angles and different things like that, or a camera on a camera, if you're worried about theft and different things like that. But all around great. I don't have any issues with them. You know, I wouldn't put one on public ground by no means, and I'm not even sure if that's legal or not. I wouldn't. I just wouldn't do it because of the theft and different things like that. And you put something in a public area, even a tree stand, other people can use that. They can get in your tree stand. Now, ethically, would I do that? Absolutely not. But if someone's cell camera's there, what keeps them from switching out your SD card or different things like that? There's all that kind of stuff goes on. But for security on your home, your job sites, or your hunting grounds, or just whatever you'd like to get video and stuff of, they're great cameras for the price. For the package per month, it's unlimited, like you said, for $13 for the first camera and $12 thereafter.
Yeah.
And
and it don't matter if your camera takes 5 pictures or it takes 1,000 pictures.
Yep.
It's set there at the same price when you go to the unlimited. So,
Yep.
But if you got any questions about the cameras or whatever, just get in touch with us. If it's something we can't help you with, we've got an awesome rep that can help you. We can get in touch with her, and we can get you set up with a package to where you can get multiple cameras out there. And if you just need 1 or 2 for home security, we'll help you out. They don't have to be just for a hunting camera. So, guys, we appreciate you coming along with us. If you got anything to say or your input, give us some comments on here. We like to see what other people's opinions are on everything that we're talking about, and just kind of not really debate, but just talk with each other for gaining knowledge and everything, and getting everybody's opinions. So until next time, thank you for watching, and maybe we'll see you out in the woods one day. If so, say hey.
You up on Coon Knob, and I can't wait for this foul hole to be at this.